Hello everyone, I'm Eddie V. Welcome to the channel of Eddie V's Garage and Trucking, and in today's video we are going to be changing transmission mount and engine mounts on a 1965 Volvo PV544 Sport. As you can see down over here where the engine mounts are, they are going out. The rubber is failing on them and the engine's shaking, and I really needed to change them. So I bought, I think from Classic Volvo Restoration, 2 engine mounts or something of the Volvo Restoration site. I'll link it down in the description. I'm gonna change that sucker, I'm gonna change this sucker, and I decided to go do an inspection on the training mount, and the training mount is worn out completely. So we're gonna go ahead and change that out today and get some nice brand new ones in to change. It's gonna require possibly 2 people to work at, but I doubt it, because once you go over here, you just need to hold the bolt down there by on one side and from the other side to change it out. So that shouldn't take too long. So this is the part number for the engine mount for the Volvo PV544 Sport 1965. This is what it looks like brand new. And this is what the transmission mount looks like, and here is part numbers or whatever you need over here. You can pause the video, that way you can find these part numbers and get it all changed. But yeah, my engine been shaking pretty bad, vibrating, so it's time to change those because the rubber is just absolutely shot on my Volvo. So I grabbed the jack and I took some pressure off of the engine, off the motor mount. So basically I lifted it up, so it lifted the car kind of a little bit up, and now I put some pressure, it took some pressure off the motor mounts, and now I'm going to go ahead and take the old ones off one at a time. One thing I'm going to go ahead and do is find the proper wrench and socket I need for this by using the new one and finding what it is, because I don't know what the old one is. I've never changed it before. So I got some tools. The old one uses 17, the new one uses a 3/4 or a 19. So I got a 19 for the new one and a 17 for the old one that I'm gonna right now take off over here. So you gotta go on the bottom over there and go from the front over there. I had to change jacks because of the fact that the orange one for some reason was broken and wasn't lifting it. But so we took some pressure off. We're gonna take both of them off and slowly lift them, or we'll see how we're gonna lift them and then change it quickly. So it was super easy to start screwing it off. I had to take it from the top like this and lock it, but it is coming off very easy as I'm spinning it off. So hopefully the new one, which has bigger, I guess, bolt by a little bit, will fit in there. Not sure, might have to drill out some brackets and drill out the brackets in order to make the new ones fit. We'll see here, but should have been an OEM fit. So I unscrewed both motor mounts so far. This side uses 16 for some reason, I don't know why. So I'm gonna take that wrench out, but it uses 17 on the socket. So I'm gonna now lift the engine, start lifting it slowly to see if it's gonna break free the motor mounts, and we'll go from there. So I forgot to say that I need to unscrew on the top end as well. They use a 16mm wrench for the old ones. Now I did notice one thing. I don't think I can lift this engine high enough in order to take him off with the bolt, because that bolt does not go through. It's on both sides, fixed into the rubber bushing into the motor mount. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to take off the bracket. 3 bolts, take off the bracket, and we should be good. I just hope there ain't no gasket behind that bracket. I doubt there is a gasket behind that bracket, but we'll see if I can break it free down there, and I'll let you know, because I don't think I can lift that engine high enough to break free from that bracket. So I have no choice but to unfortunately unscrew those 3 bolts up there on each side. So just finished installing this brand new motor mount. One more to go. It's a little tricky down here, so you got to remove the bracket to it, which is right over here. You got to remove this bracket, 3 bolts, You gotta remove it. It's very easy to remove, but problem is it's hard to get to. Now we gotta do the passenger side of the car, and then we'll go ahead and go underneath and do the transmission mount as well. So guys, finally got 2 motor mounts completely tightened down, the bracket tightened down all the way down. We got it all good. The engine's not gonna shake. The old motor mount looks something like over like this. This one's still pretty good. It's still a little worn out. The other one kind of looks like, give me a second if I can find it here. I'll show it to you if I find it, but it was kind of worn out, so that one needed. The transmission mount, on the other hand, it really needs to be fixed. I'll go show you what the transmission mount looks like. Okay guys, we got the transmission now jacked up, sort of speaking, or we're gonna get it unbolted. Once we get it unbolted, we're gonna have to replace it. We need to get 2 bolts off with 15 millimeter, and then the big main bolts at 19 millimeter. Alrighty folks, we are polishing it up because we did some damage while cutting this, sawzalling this, just to get this out because we don't have a press machine, and now we have to put this sucker back in. Alright folks, the final stages of finishing this piece of trash. Transmission mount is brand new. It's hard to punch back in, but we got it all bolted up. Now we're just tightening it down, and we should be able to drop this jack, and we'll be good to go. And then I'll show you how smoothly the engine's gonna run when I start it. Guys, this is how smooth my engine is now working with new transmission mounts and new engine mounts. Just smooth, like it's staying in one place. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 Turn right. This particular package, driving a temp in the 6 Series.